What is shaking, bacons? Got the 6 stars done. Getting the 5 stars on Cooley down. Yeah, that's about what we're doing here. And I need to remember to do the heroic boss rush. I'll probably just do it on autoplay. But I've been meaning, I was holding off doing it because I didn't want to get too many more T1As. I got a ton, but I think I'm going to have to just start selling them. Because what I had been doing was trying to use them, or I was trying to rank up 5 stars that I don't really want to rank up, but just to use the T1As. But yeah, I think I'm just going to start selling them. I don't have many more 5 stars that are lower than R3 anyways, so I think what I'm going to have to do is the next featured crystal that comes out, I'm going to probably just buy a bunch of those and hope to get mainly new 5 stars. Yeah, I don't have many 6 stars that I take to R2, so yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum. So I think the only option really is to add new 5 stars, or to try to add new 5 stars anyway. Oh dear. Oh no. This is not going well. Oh, what is going on here? There we go. What is going on, hombres? Monsieur Panaz, is that you? I'll be right back. And back we are back. What's a shakalaka, Monsieur Grimm? How you been feeling lately? Any better? Or same old, same old? I can't complain. Same old, same old. Have you heard of a TV series called Raised by Wolves? I've been watching that and I quite like it. It's not... Yeah, I'm not really even sure what it is about it that I like. It's been a while. So normally when I'm watching a TV show, I'll be on the couch playing Arena. And, you know, like just kind of something in the background. If it's the lower, like 4 or 3-star arenas, then I'll spend more time watching the show than, you know, and just every now and then look at the phone screen. But this is one, so this is one where, for the most part, when I'm watching it, I put the phone down. And like, I get that that's not really something substantial, but for me, that doesn't happen often. So, Monsieur PC, what did you scrounge up? Anything tasty? Tasty. There's also a British version, Grimm, with the same name, but it's I think it's a comedy. Because that's what I downloaded at first. Bacon, eggs, sourdough. Okay, well, yeah, I'll be getting something to eat soon. Or maybe I shouldn't have asked. So the British version is a comedy, and initially I downloaded that. I started, I didn't really start watching it. I just put the first episode on right away. I'm like, nope, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, Grimm. I removed you from my friends list on StarCraft. The other day I was going through, and there was all these names on there. I'm like, I have no idea who these are. And some of them hadn't been online for, I think there's one for 5 years. And I'm like, I don't know this person. I don't know this person. And then I got to your name, Dragon, yeah. And I'm like, that seems like I should know that name, but I don't know that name. So I removed it. As soon as I hit, like, confirm to remove, I'm like, oh shit, that's Grim. Ah, dear. So yeah, if you add me back on in StarCraft, I'll leave a note with who the name is. But it's weird though, because I don't remember when we were trying to add each other. I don't remember being Dragon. I thought it was something else. I know obviously it was Dragon. I just didn't remember that. Have you been watching anything recently? Death Star. Oh! Wait, maybe that wasn't you that I... Hang on. Okay. Any specific genre or just whatever comes up? Wait, I did have you added in the game though, right? In StarCraft? Okay. Yeah, I keep downloading movies intending to watch them, but then I just end up watching TV shows rather than movies. And actually in the summer, I don't like watching TV or movies during the day just because it's a little bit brighter. I mean, I can close the blinds and stuff. So usually I'll watch them in the evenings, but in the winter, yeah, I'll watch stuff all day. All day long. So I had 2 dual crystals of the Cosmic Tech and some 5 stars, and I knew I was gonna have the 6 stars from the War Season and just other 6-star shards that I accumulated, and then I ended up with a featured 5-star. I was gonna wait until you, Melvin, and now Mr. Panaz, because he's here pretty consistently. We're all in chat and do it as a live stream. And then the other night, just after war ended, I couldn't sleep, and every time I can't sleep, for some reason I end up opening crystals. I don't know why. But anyway, so yeah, I went and opened them then, and it wasn't anything spectacular. The 5 stars were actually, I was a little bit surprised because I got from the 3 basic 5-star ones, I got Spider-Man twice, OG Spider-Man and Colossus. And I don't know how, considering how large the 5-star pool is, how you can pull 2 of the same in one opening. Like, I thought that's like really weird to me. I could see even if it was the dual crystal, okay, that would make more sense, opening 2 of the same, but it was the general basic, so... well, in the 6 stars, all I really wanted was a mutant that I could take to R3, and it's not for any specific use. It's just because I have 2 mutant T5CC or crystals, or whatever you want to call them. So that's the only reason I wanted a mutant. Other than that, Warlock would be cool, but I don't have any specific need for anybody. Maybe when Act 7 comes out. Yeah, when Act 7 comes out, I haven't looked at any of the people that have been doing the Act 7 beta, so I don't know if there's anything in particular. For Variant 5, actually I should start thinking of doing that. Well, see, the thing is with Variant 5, none of the stuff that I'm going to get out of it is it really going to have an immediate use. So the gems, I mean, are good because they're just going to be good anyways, but nothing else do I really need. So I'm in no rush to get it done. And yeah, there's nobody, because I think for Variant 5, I am, but I'm not. I never bother with the betas. The only thing I normally do is just go and open whatever crystals I have that I can open. I don't really do any gameplay on them. Yeah, but for Variant 5, I think I have pretty much everything covered. I have Stealthy and Starkey. I think I'll probably, when I'm doing the portion where I'd be using them, I might just take Suicides off. Then I've got Venom. I may do the same with him. And then I have several, like I have Clairvoyant, Doom, and Symbiote Supreme. So I think I should have everything pretty decently covered. Symbiote Supreme is the only... Oh, Symbiote Supreme and Venom are the only 6-star... Oh, and... Okay. Stealthy, Symbiote Supreme, and Venom are the only 6 stars that I have that would be applicable to Variant 5. So other than that, for anything upcoming would be Act 7. So one of the reasons I don't bother with doing anything on the betas is that I've seen a couple times, and I'm not talking about like when they initially released the Act 7 beta and then scrapped that and where we are now. So prior to that, it seems like usually they put out the beta, people make suggestions and stuff, and then they just go ahead with whatever they're going to go ahead with anyway. So to me, I kind of wonder why even do the beta if you're not going to take the input that's being given to you to heart. Why are you making it available to the public? Because it's like, well, this is what we're going to do. We just want you to know what we're going to do beforehand. So, yeah. You better be working. Got to earn that bacon. Mr. Panaz or Grim, have you guys done much of the CAV difficulty event quest, monthly event quest? I was really expecting Professor X and Apocalypse to be difficult bosses, but they weren't too bad at all. Actually, I've had more problems with Magic, although that might be that I wasn't using at least what I think would have been the best option. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go run. I have one more path to do for Magic. I think I'm going to go do that right now. Before I join AQ. AQ. So, when I've been doing the quest where the mutants get the benefit, I've been using 5-star Omega Red for most of it. And then that was when AQ was on cooldown. And then we were back to AQ, and I figured I would try it with just different mutant chaps. And I don't know if it could have been just my gameplay, it could have been the path, I don't know. But it just was not going well at all. And one path in particular, I had to restart a whole bunch of times. And I was doing the path because I wanted to pick up a revive. But in trying to get the revive, I think I went through 3 or 4 energy refills. Okay, 3.2. Let's see. Oh, is that the magic one? That might... No, I don't... No, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the final one. Right, okay. Do you have clairvoyant? I'm just gonna go in and finish this magic one now before I join AQ with Omega. Okay, it's not the case this time, but there have been so many times where I start looking for a champion in the list, not realizing that they're already on the team. Crap, okay. Looking for Starkey. Oh, son of a gun, right. Can't use Starkey because he is on defense, so the 4-star will work though. Alright. Okay. Because yeah, I found her, granted it's a 5-star, but I found her really good for the paths to Apocalypse. And then once at Apocalypse, so far I've only used Ghost. I think there's other options that are probably good for him, but Ghost is, I've been lucky, he's been pretty aggressive. So yeah, it hasn't been difficult at all. So when I was initially thinking of doing this, and then I realized that magic can be bled and is stunnable, I figured I would use Blade, and I'd want Starkey to enhance his danger sense. But then I was like, I knew I wanted Nick and DPX so that Blade would drop the bleed initially, and I was thinking, okay, well that's going to hinder. Yeah, that would be a good option too. Actually, that would be a good place to practice Blade. Then I was thinking that was going to hinder Omega Red. But considering that Biohazard is a global, it doesn't matter. So yeah, Omega Red drops the bleed at the start, but just by playing the node, he's going to get the bleed back. So, and this is the one with the your specials do extra damage, but other than that, you don't do any damage. So yeah, I was trying this nonsense with like every mutant I had. And I don't know, like I said, maybe I was just bad or it was not my day, but it was not going well at all. Oh dear. And this is not starting out too well now either. Okay, well, I can heal all of that back, so let's do that. Maybe I should have waited for the L3. No, because then the L3 would have knocked him out. Okay, that should take care of that. Good. Yeah. Other than the reverse controls for the specials, that's I mean, it's a straightforward fight. I'm just doing this now so that if the solo event questing comes up while AQ is running, I can just go and finish off Apocalypse and get this all done with. Oh dear. I think her L2 is easier to avoid, right? Oh! No, it's easier to avoid if you're not being stupid. Okay, let's see if we can't get her back up to 30. Okay, 24 is good enough. She's draining most of her power. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, no, that shouldn't kill her. Well, I guess that's what we want to do though, right? There we go. I see. Man, Omega is so good for this. Oh lord, for this quest. I don't want to know what a 6-star would do in here. Holy crap! Not so much this one in particular, but just this quest in general. I mean, what's the thing called? The power shield. Yeah. So Grim, the brother that you've been watching the TV shows with, you guys live together? Like under the... Oh no, he's like just close by, right? I think I'm ahead on arenas for where I... Because I'm at 1,000,000 for the 4-star feature. Oh, right, okay, that's because I did the 6 stars earlier. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. L2 should almost do it. There we go. Who have you been using for that one, Mr. Bernaz? Yeah, I really expected that to be a difficult fight even with Ghost, and then, like I said, he was being aggressive, and it just, yeah, made it quite easy. Granted, I did take some... Really? Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess you're keeping him power drained. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like... Because they are definitely making some champions where they're specifically countering Ghost. Like the length of his specials is definitely just to counter her phasing, right? And I don't really like that. But so be it. What I really don't like though is the champions who armor break without touching you. Like Silver Surfer or Arcus. I think Terax too, maybe. Yeah, I think... no, I think actually the first time I went in for the Apocalypse fight, I only brought Ghost, like the full Ghost team. And then Claire to clear the lane. And my lord, she was good for that. That was the most I've actually played her up to now. I've used her a bit in AQ, but like only for a fight here and there, not consistently. But yeah, for that Apocalypse quest, she just tore up that lane, or the couple lanes I've done. This is going to be interesting. Actually, no, it doesn't matter, because it's only the specials that do the damage. So basically, a special. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is going to matter, isn't it? Okay. Ooh. No heavy fuel. Why am I not? That's kind of funny. So normally on the biohazard, when you're using a non-bleed immune champion, you get bled all the time. And now here, where I want to get bled, nope, won't proc a bleed. Bunch of nonsense. Actually, I was fighting Morningstar in AQ the other day, map 6. Her node is biohazard, and I was using Omega. She would not bleed. Or I would not get a bleed on me. So I thought that was ridiculous, because first, the biohazard should be proccing the bleed when I'm attacking, and two, Morningstar should be making me bleed when I hit into her. But nope. It's like, no, that's some bad luck. Wait, why did I do that? Yeah, it was a bad idea. Oh. Okay. Look at that. 5 hits and no bleed. Come on. There we go. Come on. Yeah, well, so long as he can bleed and poison and helps if he can parry, he's pretty good. But take away bleed or poison, he loses a lot of his usefulness. I think he gets something though with Apocalypse, right? Because don't all of the horsemen get some kind of, like the horsemen of Apocalypse get some kind of synergy bonus with him? Or is it all mutants that get the bonuses? I guess we can take a look in a second, can't we? Yeah, this fight is taking way longer than I was thinking. I knew it was going to be slow, but I didn't think it was going to be this slow. So where have you been using Archangel, Mr. Panaz? Man, you guys, when I was doing this without the 5-star Omega, oh my lord, it was not pretty. I tried Colossus, I tried Emma Frost, I think I tried Iceman. Oh, maybe not Iceman. I tried Namor. Yeah, it just was not going well. I mean, I could have been less cheap and just revived and used pots, but ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. No sirree, Bob. Her L2 is annoying, right? I think? Yeah, because her L2 is the one where she just shoots a bunch. Yeah, okay. So we will avoid that. Oh. Oh crap. It's not going to be enough to drain her by much. Yeah, I guess for AQ and AW, as long as it's they can be bled and poisoned, it'd be pretty good. I don't know, I've got him as a 5-star at R4? Or maybe R3, I'm not sure. But I don't think I'm going to take him up a bit too high, though. Like, I don't think... Maybe as a 6-star... yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is, I do have 2 Mutant T5CC. But I don't think I'd R3 him. But I'm going to have to R3 somebody. Well, no, maybe... I mean, my only ones that I would do would be Old Man Logan, who I actually quite like, and Mr. Sinister. Although now Sunspot, but I don't really see where I would use Sunspot currently. I mean, that could obviously change with Act 7. Will this do it? Yeah. Excellent. Now, let's see. Really? Okay. Really? I don't know. Yeah, I guess this should be fine without sound. Yeah. I think when I was considering him to take him up higher, I think that was around the same time as when in AW they made it so you couldn't, like, every node was bleed immune. So yeah, so then after that I just was like, well, come on now. Oh, lordy, lordy. Well, we're gonna just have to do as much damage to her as I can. Oh, come on, really? Ay, caramba. Alright. Whoa, why was there that huge power gain? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Ran right into it. Okay. Come on. Come around. Okay, so this should do... No, it's not going to, is it? Crap. This time? No. Dang it. Oh. Alright. Nicholas, let's get this nonsense done. I tried this with Mr. Sinister because of being able to block the unblockables and then the non-mind control, and he didn't. It didn't work too well. The limbo just tore him up. All right. Nope, I never called myself a pro. Tore him up. Morning star. Okay. How many days do we have left for this? 5. Okay, I gotta remember to get this done. Yeah, it's just a 3 T4B that I'm after. How many keys? I don't think there's anything left from the legendary path or quest that I really want. I think I've gotten everything. I want to get. I want to pick this up, the 3 T4B, but it is the first path I had done. So I mean, it shows that it's completed, and well, I just don't want to take the chance. But yeah, everything else that was going to be of any substantial use I already picked up. Oh, this one wouldn't be bad, I guess. The T5B and the T2A. So both this path and this path with the Iron Man would be okay as far as that goes. I think I still have the 5-star Awakening gem to get from here, although I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, I think that's probably the only... Oh, okay. That would be... Yeah, okay. Maybe that's what I'll do right now, then. Oh, that needs 2 keys. I have 2 keys. Alright. And the 5-star Awakening gem needs 2 keys as well. Huh. Yeah, okay. And we still have a little while. I'll wait on that, then. Monsieur Glisser, how goes it? Shouldn't you be doing some schooling? Scarily? Oh. So apparently the 4-star... Well, one of them went quite low apparently. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I quite overshot that. Apparently, 13.5 million was getting the 10%. Was getting the 2,000 shards, which is interesting because I mean I don't know what that means for what you would have had to put up to get Professor X. It probably would have been quite low because I think round 1, I think he went for 60-ish, 62-ish or something. Oh, let me join AQ. So safe Doom. Well, Invisible Woman brings a synergy for Omega. Passive Fury, Prowess, Regeneration, Indestructible, and Limbo effects last 10% longer. It's not really that. Well, actually, you know what? We don't, because most things are dead before the global really comes into effect anyways. Thing is on defense. I don't think Mr. Fantastic's going to do us anything. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with who we normally do. Actually, the Doom fights might end up being a bit long. But the chorus ones are definitely pretty quick once I got a charge or two. Yeah. So, Mr. Glisser, what are you up to? What is shacklackin'? Shacklackin'. Alright, that should be that. 33k, you say? 33k? You know, that magic fight, it serves me right. So this one just now wasn't bad. But other ones, it was like, well, I think I backed out a couple times just because I actually was kind of stupid. I should have just revived and got it done. But anyways, when I saw, it's like some people were complaining about it being difficult. I'm like, well, how, if you can stun her and you can bleed her, how is it difficult? Just use blade. And yeah. So far, it's been the fight that's giving me the most problem in Cavalier. But as soon as I started saying anything, I was like, yeah, I should probably keep my mouth shut. Wait until I get there. This is day 5, right, for AQ? Yeah, yesterday was day 4, so yeah. I can't get a 4th charge for Corvus. I want a one-shot the Doom boss, but I think I'd need, well, 3 charges should be enough to do it, though. Just got to make sure I do the L2 when he doesn't have his R up, and then it should be alright. Alright. Back to the arenas we go. Oh, did you guys see the thing with the leaderboard? How it's messed up? I know Grim was in Lakers stream when I was brought it up. So I've seen 2 videos on it so far. So yeah, so going by, so if I go look at region, it shows me as 10th. And it used to be that region was well, he violated terms of service a while ago. So so I saw 2 videos on this. One is Prof Hop suggesting it's a bug, and 2 is ILAC Skills suggesting that it's anybody that has violated the terms of service have been removed from it. And Seaton had violated the terms of service a while back. He made a video talking about what he was account sharing. And so he got, at the time he was in the CCP, and because of that he got removed from the CCP, and then just recently he got put back in. So yeah, so that's why Seaton wouldn't be on it. If that is the reason why the leaderboard thing. So if what ILAC was saying is accurate, which is interesting now that I think about it, because ILAC was talking about cheaters and people who violated the terms of service. So he talked about KT1, he talked about Brutal DLX, but he didn't say anything about Seaton. So, but anyways, yeah. So I thought region used to be like North America, Europe, right, so on and so forth, but I guess maybe it is by per country. But yeah, even so if I go by global, I show up as 393, where I used to be just over 1,000, I think. But I mean, the leaderboard doesn't have any functionality other than it just shows, who's got the highest score and stuff. So Seaton doesn't show up at all. Oh yeah, because I guess you can't search necessarily the leaderboard. You can only search him, and nowhere in the profile. Wow, it's a lot of names in Mandarin and Interesting. Oh, wow. I didn't realize Enzo was that high up. Holy smoke. 19th worldwide. That's pretty cool. Good for him. Alright. Alright. I just wanted to show, I was at 10th. Yeah, but even globally, I would think he'd be in the top. Well, what does it show? Is it the top 50 or the top 100? Go away. Oh, what? Not what I wanted. Okay, so it shows the top 100 and then brings it closer to your bracket. Yeah, so I would think globally that he should be top 100. Yeah, because 2.3 is 100th, and I think Seaton is a fair bit over 2.3 million, right? Oh, 2.2, okay. So he wouldn't be in the top 100 anyways. Let's look up. But yeah, so that's actually like, so in Ilac's video he was going on about how KT1 isn't top thing. But let's see about contest. Oh wait, is his in-game name Brian Grant? Yeah, it is. Okay. Nope. Oh yes. Oh, 1.9. So he wouldn't show up either. Like he wouldn't show up in the top 100. Okay. I don't know who else we could check. It's about time for the TOS people to be well, but the thing that's a little bit stupid, right? I think so. Okay, so they violated the game rules. So as punishment, you remove them from the leaderboard. Well, why not just remove them in general, right? Because removing them from the leaderboard, that's no punishment. Like, I don't know when the last time was I looked at that. And the only reason I looked at it now... Yeah, well... Yeah. See, and that was the thing that was a little bit messed up when he got kicked out of the CCP, right? Because anyone else that was... And that was around a time when a lot of people were being exposed for account sharing. And when they got exposed for it, their accounts were banned for a week. But in his case, he was simply removed from the CCP. He was never banned. And I think that's just... Like, I don't blame him for not being banned. I blame him for the account sharing, but it was Kabam who didn't follow through with their own rules. What do they violate? I don't know what each one in particular would have, but in Seaton's in particular, it was account sharing. So he let somebody log on to his account. Which is, as far as I understand, like if you do that for war, that war, I think, your win... How did it used to work? Because I think they would remove your points or something like that. And then usually the account which was accessed would be banned for a period of time. It's kind of funny though, because on Seaton's YouTube channel, the video he made in regards to it is not there, but if it's on Reddit, so you can go and he has a video set as unlisted, which I don't get why he would unlist it as opposed to just deleting it altogether. Yeah, it's from quite a while ago. But most likely what's happened is they have gone through any account that was ever flagged for violating the TOS, and then now they're applying the leaderboard crap or whatever. So, but I just don't see that as any kind of... Well, maybe it's not supposed to be punishment, but maybe what they're doing is removing so that the violating accounts don't show at the top of the game, but I don't know, man. It just seems strange. Because even so, right? Like, that's fine if whoever violated the terms, their account is still higher ranked than mine. So mine should not show on the leaderboard as higher than theirs. So I think that's a bit silly. But the thing is, too, now I don't know if some of those other people, well, I guess some of them did receive bans. But if there's, yeah, see, that's the thing, right? So if you do something wrong and basically you don't have access to your account for 1 week, that's not a punishment. It might affect your alliance, like for war or for AQ, but 1 week of no access, okay, it sucks for that week, but that's, like, so what? But I think for the most part, though, which is kind of funny, it's usually the bigger accounts that are the cheaters. I don't know if they got big because of cheating, or they're already kind of on the cusp of being at the top, and they feel that, if they've got a public profile and blah blah blah, that they need to do whatever they can to reach that top spot. So I was going to leave a comment on Ilac's video and be like, oh yeah, so you called out KT1, you called out Brutal DLX and whoever else. So here's the link to Seaton's video about cheating. Maybe you want to address that? Oh dear. So yeah, when Sudea got kicked out of the CCP, and people are like, oh, that sucks, he got kicked out, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, Seaton got kicked out too. They invited him back, so eventually they'll invite Sudea back. Alright, Monsieur Grim. I still don't understand why somebody would cheat in any game, like video game. Oh, why did... I don't understand why somebody would just stand there and get hit by a heavy attack either. Huh. I mean, I can definitely see cheating in professional athletics, because I mean, that's your livelihood, right? And depending on how well you do, that's how you earn your income and stuff. So there's something at stake for that. But for something like this, why? I think the worst one for the cheating in professional athletics was Lance Armstrong. And not so much the cheating, because I think like the doping, plenty of people do. But the such a length of time of denying it, and then people that were calling you out, trying to ruin their lives for exposing you. Like, I think that's messed up. He's got a podcast now too, and I don't know how well it does. But I think initially what he was doing with it, he was interviewing people that like had a fall from grace kind of thing. Yeah, I guess you could ask the question. Yeah, why spend so much time on the game, right? If you're gonna, yeah, I suppose that's applicable as well. But the time spent. Well, that's the thing, though, right? Because in some cases, the time spent is because of an addiction, right? Like not being able to put it down. I don't think that the cheating is necessary. Like the cheating is in your control, which the putting it down is in your control too. But I think at first you need to realize it's an addiction and that you are in control of it. But yeah, no, that's a fair argument. I guess in a sense, right? It would could kind of be the same thing. Why cheat? Oh, to get ahead. Well, why spend so much time to get ahead, right? So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I never played any. Well, the only sport I played seriously was badminton. I don't think I was ever smart enough to know how to cheat. But people probably did. But like in some of the team sports I played, like hockey or soccer. Well, I guess I don't know if it was cheating. Like in hockey, there was a couple times where there were too many players on the other side or our side. But I don't think that was ever intentional. I think it was just people like the coaches and stuff not paying attention, right? And I mean, I guess because like if you're in a tournament or whatever, there's trophies and bragging rights and whatever. But yeah, even then, I don't know. So for me, the thing with video games and the cheating is like, if you don't do it yourself, because like I look at a video game as a time sink or something for fun, right? So either way, time sink or for fun, if you're not doing it yourself, what's the point? Like that's how I see it. Exactly. I could see the using money though, because I mean, without the using money, the game doesn't exist, right? That being said, I think if you can say from the day you started the account to whatever day, whatever your score is, if you can say, I didn't spend a penny, I think that is, something to be proud of, right? But I think, if you've advanced your account by spending money, then you can be proud of that too, because, that is part of the game. And I think I would still be spending, but I just really did. Like I think I've said before on here, when I never did the sigil. I bought the sigil once, and I was doing the unit card for just over a year, so it's not a significant amount. Like $5 or $10 per month is not a huge amount, right? And I will buy the July 4th or the Cyber Weekend stuff. But I just got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm giving them all this money, but they're not improving, not the gameplay, but the infrastructure of the game. And the complaints that, when I had this realization, the complaints that were happening were the same complaints that were happening 2 years ago, right? Like about the game being unreliable, crashing, that kind of stuff. I'm kind of okay with not like crazy new features coming to the game. Like some of the stuff that they were saying they want to do coming up, I think are cool ideas. But for me, I'm fine with it basically being the same, and they just add like an Act 7, the Cavalier difficulty, whatever. But I totally get that other people want new aspects and stuff, and that's fair. But it doesn't, like, I think that before they add all those cool new stuff, they need to make sure that the game is stable and reliable, right? And actually for the last couple of weeks it has been, other than the connection thing which comes up all the time anyway. So okay, so I can accept that, but not when the game was disconnecting and affecting AQ and war and blah 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 and all that kind of crap. So yeah, I mean, if in 6 months, a year, it's been stable, and the only thing is the little red icon every now and then, I could see getting back into spending More than I'm spending now, anyway. Yeah. Yeah. No, I will definitely muddle my way through whatever it is before I have somebody do it for me. I remember when I was a kid. Oh, what? There was some game on Sega Genesis, and I just could not get past a certain level. And I had a friend who's good at the game, and they'd already passed the level, and they're like, "Oh, you want me to do it for you?" I'm like, "No, you can show me how to do it, but I want," because the thing was too, right? If I don't know how to do it, if I get to another part in the game that's similar, and they've done it for me, well, I don't have the experience of achieving it, so I will not be able to do it on my own again, right? Now, showing me how to do it, fine, but yeah, not doing it for me. And I mean, I think the excuse a lot of people have is, "Oh, I don't have the time to figure that out." Well, then, the whole thing is a waste of time anyways. Yeah. I was in an alliance for quite a while, and I didn't even realize that what we were doing was improper. But we were, like, there was two people in particular, actually they were the leaders. One was the leader, one was an officer. And they had other members piloting their accounts all the time in AQ and War. And I didn't know any better. So, alright, Mr. Vernaz, I'll go ahead and tell my story. But if you want, I can recap when you're back. Yeah, so they would have people logging on their accounts and doing their stuff in War and AQ. And it wasn't that they were unavailable. They were, at home or wherever. They were able to play the game. They just weren't able to get stuff down. So yeah, other people would log onto their accounts and do this stuff. And there was one time, I don't remember why. I think we were trying map 6 for like the first or second time. And we were behind, and most people had gone to bed, and I'm usually up pretty late. So, I don't remember. Oh, I may have said, like, if you're going to be in bed and you want me to do your lane, just send me your account info. So I think I ended up doing like six people's accounts and cleared their lanes. And after that, I'm never doing that again. Like, not so much the wrong aspect of it, but I was like, no way am I logging in and out of all these accounts. If we don't have the time to do it, we shouldn't be doing the content. And then it was shortly after that when they started banning people. Or no, I ended up leaving the alliance. Well, I left just because I think I wanted something more organized. But then shortly after I left and joined another alliance, then the banning and stuff started happening for War piloting. And I was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that? Okay. But I think what happened too was prior to the seasons for War, it wasn't really such a competitive thing. So it was kind of not an issue. But then when it started becoming competitive, and this was happening, that's when Kabam had to start doing something about it. But yeah, if the bans had been happening when I was in that alliance, my account would have been my account would not have been banned because no one was logging in mine. But all of the leader accounts would have been banned. But there was a couple like really good players in that alliance, though. Holy smokes! Oh, do we have T1A starting today? Maybe I should just... No, I'm not going to skip it because that's skipping battle chips and units. So, yeah, I think I just need to start selling T1A. My goodness, this is one of the first streams in a long time where I haven't seen Melvina. Normally he's along at some point to say hello, hello. Hello, hello. Ooh, I should take a look at War and get some champions in there, use up some energy. War! What is it good for? Shards and loyalty. La di da. Oh, Grim, are you still there? Monsieur Grim? Okay. No, not my way to do it there. So I'm thinking when I'm done this, I'm gonna go make some beef tacos, and watch an episode or two of Raised by Wolves. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I guess I'll get to 2 million in the 4-star featured, and then get the streak going for the 4-star basic and the 3 stars. That will be my goal. And then I don't think I've got any energy for anything else that I'd want to get done. I was hoping to upload the next video, the collector overview video, but I don't think that's going to be happening today. Unfortunately. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to making that video, though. Not so much the information, because like fighting him, I don't think I'm going to provide any real insight. Okay, this is going to sound dumb. What it is that I want the video to be playing of me fighting him, getting my rear handed to me. But then I'm going to have his abilities show up on screen as his health percentage decreases. But the way I want it to happen is I want the text to show up just above his power bar. And I can do it in Streamlabs the way I want it. The problem is with Streamlabs, I can't pause it, I can't interact with the video. Whereas if I do it through iMovie, I can interact with the video, but I can't put the text exactly where I want it. What I could end up having the text do is kind of do a fade in, fade out overall. Yeah, so I just got to figure out which way I like it better. But yeah, when I was going through the gameplay of it, the gameplay video that I had was 25 minutes. And then I started going through, and all the times I died, I started removing, like I'd show where I got KO'd, and I would show when the fight would start, but I would take out the portion where I revived and put any health pots in. After taking all of that out, the gameplay was 12 minutes. So half of the time was spent reviving and potting up. Although there were a couple times where, like, if I died, I would like get up and get some water or something. So there was like a minute and a half between dying and reviving or whatever. But yeah, no, most of it was dying and reviving right away. And yeah, that was kind of sad. Another thing that was kind of sad is, so when going through the info to make the video, I was actually really paying attention to the abilities, and I was like, oh, that's why he would do this, or that's why he would do that. Because when I was so actually, to be 100% honest, I think, not necessarily me, but I think it's quite possible to one-shot him. to one-shot the collector. Once you're aware of exactly what he's doing in each phase. I think once you get down to the 10% part, it would be a little bit more difficult. But I think getting him down close to 10% with one revive, I think would be quite possible. But most people, what they're doing, which is what I did, they just go in with Aegon, Zerg him as much as you could, and then just accept the death and revive and go back in, right? But I think if you're a lot more cautious, a lot slower about it, you could get him down probably, well, you could get him down to the 10% probably within one revive, and then finishing off that last 10% might be a bit difficult, but yeah, you could definitely do it for a hell of a lot cheaper than I did. Yeah, so I read the nodes initially, and I was like, oh, okay, so stuff happens. And I'm like, well, let me go in and just hit him with Aegon. And then, because what it ends up coming down to a lot is if you're able to start off with a heavy and hit him, and then you get the Furies and you start doing a ton of damage. So you're able to take a lot off of him. And then once you're able to do that, you're just like, oh, okay, well, that's what I'll do, right? So... yeah. Well, to be honest, so like usually for uncollected, I wouldn't bother. Well, no, I would take a look at the nodes just because, like, if something was unstunnable or whatever, just so I would be aware of that. But yeah, I would look at nodes, but not really pay attention. Now, if I had a problem with whatever fight it is, then I would go back in and actually go over the node in detail. For incursions, I read the nodes, but for incursions now, like, it's usually the same nodes over and over. There's not that many that are brand new. So once I see the first couple words, I know what it is. So yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so like variant 5, for example. Like, I'll probably do a quick overview of what a path is, and I mean, I've already decided who my champions are going to be because it's limited in who you can use, so that kind of makes that easy. Okay, yeah, fine. Magic. So, Mr. Panaz, did you end up doing exploration for the cab difficulty for the monthly? And did you use the beneficial class for each quest? You know, like how mutants get a benefit, or mystics, or so on and so forth. Did you match up the class per that benefit? Okay. Yeah, the mutant one was really good. Well, really good for Omega. That was probably good for others if you played it properly. Yeah, the science was good too. The only thing with the science was I ended up using Void mainly. And then because of suicide, so I just had to be a little bit more careful with the specials. Yep. Oh, did you hear what I said about the video that I want to do in regards to the collector in Abyss? About how I was thinking of doing it with the text overlay? Yeah, my 5-star cap IW is duped, and the 6-star isn't. So, and I don't have the 5-star ranked too high. Yeah, so what do you think would be a better way to do it? Where you have the text showing up like right on screen over the power bar of the collector, or having the text like kind of cover the entire screen, but like kind of in a faded way. So so it'd be kind of transparent. Which way do you think would be better? Hey, what am I looking for here? Oh, did I already use them? Okay then. That's interesting. I usually make a point not to use my synergy champs. Yeah, no, I am, like, there's going to be a voiceover, but it's because I am going to have text as well. I just don't know if I want, like, a block of text to come up just above the collector's power bar, or to have that block of text be, like, in the middle of the screen, but be transparent. So you'll be able to read the text. I'm going to read it off, so you'll be able to hear what I'm saying and read it yourself, and see the game. I guess what I just need to do is do do it each way for like a minute or whatever, and then see which one I prefer. Because the way with the text just over the power bar, you'll still be able to watch the gameplay and see what's going on, and then read what is happening as his health decreases. The other way, I think the text would be a little bit distracting. So, be something to try out. But that's the kind of stuff I'm enjoying the most about these videos, is just like doing that kind of stuff. Like different approaches to making the video, like the content from the video. Oh yeah! That's an idea too, eh? Good idea, good idea. Something else to consider. Yeah, I hadn't thought of doing it like that. So a subtitle like for my speech, like for me speaking, or just a subtitle as in the information that I want to display on the screen. Yeah, actually that's a good idea though, because I've seen other people do like scrolling text at the bottom as well. So that is definitely something else to consider. All right, 2 million for the 4-star feature. Yeah, no. Well, no, this is like, so the text that would be there is just like the in-game. Here, I'll show you. Just so the text that would end up coming up on screen would be like this. So like what's in blue, that would end up showing just above the power bar of the opponent. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna mess around with that later on today or tomorrow and see what works the best. All right. Well, we got to the 2 million in the 4-star feature arena. I was intending to do a little bit more arenas, but I'm going to go get something to eat and watch a little bit of TV. And unfortunately, I don't see anybody to raid. So that's going to be that for now. So yeah, thanks for coming hanging out and keeping me company, Mr. Panaz, Monsieur Grimm, Monsieur PC. Thanks for chatting it up for a bit. Yeah. Have a good one. Take care.